Good evening, Speed Gaming, and welcome to this race between MrGuyAverage and cemo as part of the Super Metroid Any% Speed Gaming Live tournament. I'm Glove here on comms, joined by Maniacal. Maniacal, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you doing, Glove?
I'm super excited for this matchup. This is MGA coming in at the 12th seed versus cemo's 21st seed. And this will be the second and I believe final old route v old route race that we do see here in the tournament, at least in the gold bracket.
So, what was the other old route v old route, if you happen to know offhand?
Oh, I do. It was Stachio v Bressingham, and it was a really incredible match. If you didn't catch that one live, I highly recommend going back to see it. The result was not decided, halfway through Turian.
Well, then I may go have to catch that VOD for sure. But I'm sure this one will also be a really good race. I mean, MGA earning a 12 seed in this monster field on old route, which is widely regarded to be the slower of the popular routes. Just absolutely a monster at this, but cemo obviously no slouch either. So I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, cemo definitely coming in at a disadvantage. Their PB is somewhere in the realm of 2 minutes behind MrGuyAverage. However, in a live race setting, there is so much that can happen, as was evidenced by that magnet stairs room. Both runners coming out with a little bit less time on that clock than they'd like to see.
Yeah, still, cemo shaking his head. We do have the cemo cam there. Not happy with the mid 44 on Serious Escape, but totally an acceptable time. Most runners aren't resetting that.
Yeah, I think generally, unless something goes horribly wrong, you will get a 44 or 45. 46 is really good, and a 47 is just godlike.
Yeah, I mean, even 44 is very fine.
Yeah.
It's not what you want to see. You want to see the 45s, 46s, but sometimes Steam be Steam and magnet stairs do what they do, so can't control everything. It looks like both runners having, pretty clean early game, both getting their parlor moonfall.
Yeah, cemo going for that right side parlor moonfall. Bit of a different strategy. Helps you in SMZ3, actually.
Yeah, it looked like cemo was going for a weave there, the climb weave moonfall. Didn't quite get it, but that is an aggressive strat.
Yeah, it should be mentioned, both of these runners are dirty room grinders. cemo, one of the really nice keyboard runners. MGA, it does run on controller, but puts out really good times on controller. Really, both are viable, even though we see some controller runners putting out some crazy room times. You can match those times on controller.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is a matter of preference for runners. Generally, controllers preferred by most folks, but keyboard, there are advantages and disadvantages. You're not going to get as many errant directional inputs. Like your wall jumps are a lot cleaner on keyboard, for instance. Yeah, MGA with just a slight lead here, accrued over the many rooms we've already seen, on his way up the elevator here back toward the climb. Missing his pit deboost there, but quickly recovering with a little down grab, getting out of pit number 3. cemo also inspecting pit number 3. Nothing wrong there today, though. Both runners with a clean pit 3.
Yeah, and for a second there, it looked like the two runners were synced, but cemo was actually a couple platforms behind. this difference between the runners, though, we could literally see like a bad BT change this.
Yeah, there's a lot of sources of RNG. We see MGA getting in there, not perfect on his ammo, and actually he's gonna have to farm more flies.
Yeah, and
So
all of a sudden our runners are almost perfectly tied.
yeah, cemo going to be the first to touch bombs at 451. MGA just behind.
Yeah, neither of these runners are going to be happy about those bombs times.
Yeah, we see them both setting up on the same X pixel. That's going to force Bomb Chorizo to jump back immediately, so that he'll start that volley of orbs so they can farm some ammo. And cemo getting a bad drop distribution. It looked like it was kind of a little bit of his fault. Looks like both runners are going to have to go for some bonus orbs.
Yeah, no big deal. Pretty much, that looked like a perfect exit from MGA. I don't know, he could have come out of there a frame sooner. cemo will have to opt for a slightly slower strat and Terminator to get the final missile drop. No big deal, though. It's barely any difference at all. Or cemo's going to try and get that last missile somewhere else, I guess.
Nah, he wasn't going for a door bonk setup, which is going to get you that drop for free. But did decide to try and farm that first gamer. Did have to go back for the drop, just rushed it just a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder if they tried to do the bonk and accidentally just opened the door too early. Because I main the bonk, and I have absolutely done that.
That's fair. I too main the bonk because my time suggests that I should be maining the bonk. I've worked on some of the other strats, but it's not that much slower. MGA with a nice Kago here on the Zila. cemo just kind of running into it, but getting the door open nonetheless.
Yeah, and that Kago from MGA actually allowed MGA to get a second missile in there before he had even touched the ground. Yeah, cemo, misses the deboost there. Isn't punished for it in terms of health. All the side hoppers jumped over them. That was interesting. Sometimes you just get the right pattern.
Yeah, both runners with health right about where you want to see it. See what sort of drop the Rio gives. MGA with the no drop Rio. So not going to get any help here. cemo.
Was that
a small health? That was a small health, a little 5 spot there.
Yeah, that Rio's a jerk.
Yeah, but thankfully neither runner getting like too much different of an outcome than the other. I like to see these runs where players are getting comparably lucky or comparably screwed, so it really does hinge on execution.
Yeah. Conventional logic, as well as people who have disassembled the code, would suggest that all enemies of the same type do have the same drop table. I refuse to believe that. That Rio loves dropping 5 health more than any other Rio in the game. The Business Center Sovas are the worst.
I disagree. I think that Rio loves big health and super missiles. It just
maybe
just for me. Maybe just for me. But yeah, chat is popping off about cemo's really nice big pink hitting both the morph ball weave and up into. Both very frame tight strats. So came to game.
Yeah, that is a double frame perfect room.
But there's only 60 frames per second, so like frames are kind of huge, right? How hard can it be?
Yeah, it's always funny like listening to N64 players talk about their frame perfect strats, and it's like, that's literally a 3-frame strat, come on.
I'll say, doesn't Ocarina run at like 4 frames per second?
That's only when there's no lag.
Alright, but we got Super Metroid, full 60 frames per second here.
Most of the time.
MGA having a little party in the party zone. See if cemo gets through.
Yeah, his count is not great here.
Yeah, might not go for all the lag reduction and stuff that we might otherwise see from him here. Does do the spike deboost, so we're not going to see lag reduction here on Kraid unless he's got something else cooked up for us.
No, and hopefully Kraid will drop him. You want to have at least a like a missile drop or two here.
Yeah, this is sort of the second big source of RNG in terms of you're getting a whole pack of drops here.
All right, there we go. That's fine. He'll have full missiles. Excuse me, he'll have full supers.
Yeah, cemo also getting a good drop distribution. Both are going to be full on supers unless Sklade gives the rare health drop.
Yeah.
Sklade loves giving me the rare health drop.
Oh, that's rough. Yeah, and the health doesn't matter at all here because our runners are about to get the high jumpy tank. I don't expect either runner to go for the Crady tank safety.
Yeah, that's what your two door turns is like 14ish seconds, 15 for a Crady tank.
Something like that. Nice mock ball here for MGA.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect MGA to take it. I don't know if cemo normally does, but I would expect that to be the sort of thing that even if he wanted to, he would probably cut here.
Yeah, I don't. They haven't been grabbing that tank for a while.
Nice mouth ball, and both runners are going to be into upper Norfair now. This section of the run is just so deceptively death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah.
There's time loss everywhere in this segment.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't matter what route you run. Upper Norfair is largely the same with access to a couple different strats, and it is just so movement intense.
Yeah, because there's not any big flashy fights or anything other than fighting against the Cack Attack and Double Mountain. It doesn't look like there's these huge time investments or time losses. Nice bomb kill there on that Sova and exit by MGA. We'll see how cemo does. But there's just absolutely time loss everywhere in this segment. And cemo with the same strat, really nice bomb, and he's out as well.
Yeah. And there we go. There we see. That's the main place where you want to be able to use missiles there is that first room as part of this, well, I would call it the Hell Run segment, but our runners have Varia here. The pre-cathedral room, I guess.
Yeah, pre-cathedral and cathedral are very difficult rooms, and both runners got through just fine, and both runners going for top Rising Tide.
Ooh, little trouble from cemo.
Yeah, a little hang up there. Didn't quite get the Sova D boost
that
he wanted.
And meanwhile, MGA had an almost perfect Bubble Mountain. Missed the D boost right there at the end, but otherwise really clean. And cemo saying, hey, I can do you one better. I'll execute completely.
Yeah, cemo got the shot, got the super farm, got up. MJ is the first to speed booster, man. Seeing these times in old route is making me feel real bad about myself.
Yeah,
so these guys are great.
Yeah, they've both put a lot of time into the game. And they're both skilled at several vanilla categories. As well as some other ways of playing the game. cemo is definitely a really highly skilled rando runner. And MGA is a rando runner.
You know, we can't all be highly skilled. But no, they're both awesome. Yeah. MGA, though, having a little bit of a double chamber hiccup. I suspect he's pretty not happy with how this run's gone so far. So hopefully we see him settle in and that frustration not take over too much.
Yeah, definitely mental game is huge for races. Like being able to be plus 40 and still execute close to your goals is really what racing is all about, honestly. Because you will have segments that you absolutely flub. And you have to be able to mentally recover from that and be like, it's fine. Just play the race as though I were on PB pace.
Yeah, and MGA's double chamber revisit, absolutely an example of him settling in and just executing almost perfectly. Goes for the Ripper D-boost, gets that directly into the quick drop, and has a clean exit. just some of these rooms, I mean, every room is a new opportunity to execute or screw up, and MGA is executing really, really well right now.
Yeah. His super count's a bit concerning right now.
Yeah, did go for a 3 farm there on the Sovas. Didn't seem to help him, though.
Yeah.
Cemo's super's a little healthier. They both were at 0 out of waves, so Cemo's gotten some drops.
Oh, and there's another one. So cemo is sitting pretty right now.
Yeah, he's gonna get the drop from the Cack Attack here, and then if he decides to farm an upper red tower, I mean, it's a health free roll at that point, right? Like, if you want to pick up 50 health in upper red tower, do you just Alpha Spark here?
You could Alpha Spark here, but almost exclusively the top players will Alpha Spark. Like when you're on 3 tank, because it's like what, like a 2-second time save or something.
Yeah, normally you don't see it. Beautiful, beautiful red tower ascent there from MGA.
Best room in the whole game.
It really is when it's done that way. But yeah, I was just thinking, 3 tank, you don't normally see Alpha Spark out of runners, but when your supers and health are in the order that Cemo's were, it's I almost get tempted.
Yeah, and cemo executed that red tower as well. A little bit looser, but as long as you get that down grab at the top, you're happy.
And MGA does get the super drops he needed, didn't get scammed by the Cack Attacks there, and is now also in good shape. Going to be coming up to Fantoon here next in Wreck Ship, and that's going to be a big, determining factor for sort of what his experience looks like for the next segment of the run. Fantoon drops are just so important in this category.
Oh, Flub's the short charge is going to have to go back for it. Still going for Ocean Fly here, though. Let's see it. And MGA, we did collectively manage to convince him to start going for 20 missiles. Yeah, MGA unfortunately misses the Ocean Fly. Not a big deal. You lose a few seconds. However, losing that short charge, all these little mistakes do add up. And cemo is not that far behind at this point.
No, I mean, this is like a slow versus mid sort of difference. I mean, this is very, very close. Fantoon patterns are going to loom large for both runners. We'll see how they shake out, but this could be a lead change coming up.
Nice speedball. Certainly not one of the, maybe not one of the harder speedballs, but definitely one of the swaggier ones.
It's absolutely a nice feeling to get that one. And just get right into Fantoon, unmorph, kill the Ghidorah, and go.
And that is a mid for MGA. Lands all the particles. And a fast for cemo.
And also gets all the particles. Looks like MGA is probably getting a mid-mid.
Yeah, versus cemo's fast-slow, so fairly comparable patterns.
Yeah, Fantoon's going to be a wash. So that's what I was hoping for. Although MGA is going to get health.
Oh no!
Here. This is actually really bad for MGA.
Yeah, and cemo got like a, guess that was like a mid reappear. So. Yeah, depending on the drop cemo gets,
MGA 1 power bomb and 1 super out here. Gonna be on 6 because he's gonna grab the supers here, but it'll be interesting to see what he does with Attic.
cemo only gets 1 power bomb drop too. Or well, gets 1 power bomb drop to MGA 0, but still not a great PB count.
No, this is like, at least they've got wave. I'm thinking about farming the B-Tom if the Sizer doesn't give me a powerbomb drop at the top of red tower. But we got a little ways to go before we get there. Yeah, Cemo's super count, however, is looking awfully good.
Yeah, and MGA
It's just
misses the setup for Ballistic Attic, and once you miss the initial bit, everything goes wrong. Gets a cool blue keep there at the end. Oh, cemo having some trouble too. Uh, recovers it decent. Oh, it's Attic is maybe. I would definitely put it in top 5 hardest rooms in this whole route.
and MGA is stopping there in pre-bowling to do a little bit extra farming. I think that's a really heads-up choice. Cemo does get a super drop there, not that he needed it. Is going to have a little bit better ammo here into Meridia. Oh, but Cemo getting really spike bullied there. Was that a 4 or 5 hit bowling?
Yeah.
I think that's what that chat emote's about.
Yeah, bowling is pretty hard in old route. Like, it's one of those rooms that having high jump and speed actually makes you worse off.
And MGA does collect his gravity suit.
Yeah.
Cemo not far behind though. This is a really, really close race.
Mm-hmm. Now, I am very interested to see what cemo will do here. If they know it and are comfortable with it, they will probably skip the Spark and Everest, and instead there is a certain jump you can do that is a handful of seconds slower, but certainly would be faster than any alternative like farming that cemo would have to do here.
Yeah, I think I got it to about 2 seconds slower when I was timing it out for the Everest backup. But it's definitely not something that everyone's very, very practiced at. I would expect these runners to be pretty comfortable with it, though. It's very easy to have the wrong run speed for that jump and end up losing a boatload of time, though. So, yeah, we'll have to see what he chooses to do there.
And MGA is at 6 supers, yeah. He's gonna try and farm one more for BT, but or excuse me, for Botswoon. But the game's not having it, so MGA will have to do a missile opener or something here. Well,
really
he can't
good
do a missile
farm.
opener now.
Yeah, really good BTOM farm though, and cemo also going with that farm.
Yeah, so both these runners are kind of screwed on resources right now. Or, oh no, there's the CAC there. So MGA, as long as he gets a perfect Botswoon fight, and Botswoon drops 3 supers, he's fine. That's asking a lot of the stingiest mini boss in the game, though.
Yeah, Botswoon's drops and then also hitbox, not known for generosity.
Mm-hmm.
And MGA gonna depend on Botswoon though to also give the power bomb, assuming that he wants to do a an X Factor open on Dragon. I was thinking maybe the Everest grab for and cemo
Accidentally lets go of shoot too early.
Does go for this wall jump. Yeah,
that really sucks.
Yeah, isn't gonna want to get hit at all on Botswoon now because you really don't want to get health bombed by Botswoon.
Mm-hmm. All right, perfect fight for MGA. 2 supers is the minimum that you need. So as long as MGA has enough missiles, he can still 2 with Blue Dragon.
I don't think you're gonna 2 with blue without an X Factor opening, are you?
Yeah, he didn't get the PB.
One of these guys. From the Puyo here. Okay, nice. The Puyo did give the drop.
And cemo's Botswoon fight. The bleeding doesn't stop in Meridia.
It only gets worse. And nice full halfie there from MGA. Does decide to go for that extra power bomb. I think that's a good call.
Yeah, unfortunately, cemo's missed somewhere like 4 supers here. and
Yeah,
he's in health bomb now. This is really unfortunate.
I guess you're just gonna farm the bugs here coming
You
up
have
and hope
to,
for the
yeah.
drops.
Unless 3 of the Puyos drop supers and the other drops a power bomb.
Not today. That was a big health from the first Puyo, so.
Yeah, you can still get by on 2 supers and a power bomb. MGA, if he gets a really good opener here, is fine.
3
I
missiles.
don't know if 7 missiles is enough. Yeah.
Yeah, so MJ not getting the Dragon that he wanted. Cemo does get the drops pretty quickly.
Can't full happy though. And MGA does take out the fight with 1 more charge shot. Pretty crappy drops from Dragon.
Yeah, we might see some Cack Attack Alley super farming here coming up. Because
Power bomb's not an issue though.
yeah, his power bombs are great going into lower Norfair here. He's full up on those. But that happens with those tier 2 drops of supers and power bombs. Sometimes you just don't get the right distribution. Really nice wumple jump.
Yeah, and cemo takes 2 hits from those projectiles before the fight's even started. Not the end of the world, because cemo wasn't able to full halfie anyway. This is like still more health than you would expect to have here. It's a little bit unfortunate not to have that padding.
Yeah, good opener.
Good opener.
Really, really nice. And does
This
get
should
the
be a 2
Duke pattern. This should be a 2 in blue, yeah. Oh.
Gotta be 1 missile short. Although cemo uses the super, just play it safe. I think that's fine.
And a nice spike suit. Yeah. So really good fight there from cemo. Great, recovery.
cemo says, "Keep your supers. I've got all I need."
Wow. I mean, runners are able to watch the stream. I mean, we've seen cemo in chat already, so knows what the status of the race is and just says, I don't have time. MGA going for the real plasma strat here. Let's see what he does. Got the power bomb laid. Oh, did not get the space jump. Did not get it again. But makes it out maybe a 15-second room? I've seen worse. I've done worse.
Yeah. Clean first Cack Alley there from cemo. And some nice movement here through Yellow Meridia for MGA.
Yeah, that angle upshot to farm the what the choot is it? Yeah, the choot that you're farming there. Really, really great.
And no plasma spark here.
See what cemo decides to do. Does a little bit of a Puyo farm there. That's kind of cute.
Yeah, ends up strictly in the negative from it though. Pretty sure they only got like 1 health drop that didn't even offset the damage they took. The positioning on it is a little bit weird. And a really nice plasma room there for cemo.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the main strat or a backup. I think maybe the power bomb location might have been just a little bit off.
Yeah.
But does clean it up nicely. I think does save about a second on the room.
Yeah, so basically cemo needs every room to go for them like that plasma room did, and every room to go for MGA like his plasma room did.
Yeah, but nice Sova boost into ice here from MGA.
Yeah. Unfortunately for cemo, unfortunately for MGA, we're just running out of runway here. Like, LN is a very technical segment where you can make a lot of mistakes and lose a fair bit of time. But this is a sizable lead right now.
Yeah. Although, I mean, what you were saying, LN, single room time losses can be 9, 10, 12 seconds,
Mhm.
let alone the Ridley fight. So nothing is given.
Yeah.
Even this lower route entry that MGA is going for, I mean, very easy to lose 12 seconds here.
Mm-hmm.
MGA gets it cleanly, does not lose that time.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, if you get a fully optimal southern route, I think it saves somewhere about 15 minutes over northern route.
that sounds right. I think it checks out. My testing corroborates it.
Nice chronic boost.
Yeah, we'll see if cemo decides to save those 15 minutes, or if we see a northern route. No, we're going to see a southern route here. Although cemo's power bomb's not the best for southern route.
Yeah, you can take the... Yeah, cemo takes the farm here.
Yeah, it's not too slow. If your power bombs are in crisis, that's definitely the way to go. Nice top shelf fast pillars there from MGA.
Yeah, that trick's stupid.
It's just it's actually a pretty loose stutter 3. Honestly, it's not that bad. Like, I can get the stutter 3, which means it's definitely loose.
Yeah, but if you don't get the spark charge altogether and you hit down too soon, you've just lost like 10 seconds.
Yeah, that is one of those 9-second time losses I was talking about. I know because I've done it and I've timed it out and been like, how much time did I lose there? Oh gosh. And looks like MGA does have a good manip here. But
Nice.
does kind of play it safe there, although does get got by that Deskiga, but is going for the double Kago. Doesn't quite get it, but gets
Good
through,
door.
corrects the door. Usto would be proud, or at least not upset.
Nice plower house.
Wow.
Top shelf from cemo as well.
Yeah, that was a really strong top shelf. He had a tile and a half there or so? Like, that was just...
Yeah. Keyboard scams.
Yeah, keyboard scams indeed. That's one of those things that keyboard definitely helps with. Not that it's not incredibly difficult and precise anyway. Not trying to take anything away from what we just saw from cemo. Very, very good.
cemo, geez. I know that they've been going for that, but okay. Let's pull it out in a race setting. Very nice.
Can't even explain. Cannot explain that one. No experience with which to comment.
Well, chat calls it a YOLO jump for a reason. I mean, you want to talk about strats in LN that lose you a ton of time. Oh, this is ugly. cemo pulls it out.
Wow, yeah. That was... The super drops were awful, but cleaning that up was... pretty good.
Yeah, and cemo there in a plower house room, I tend to find that if you jump too early for plower house, you jump like 2 seconds too early. Like, I never jump just like a frame too early or anything.
I agree. Now, thankfully for cemo, full beam here, so the super problem is not going to be a major problem unless Ridley also doesn't give any drops. But health, not great here, so cemo going to be a little more careful here in this Ridley fight, maybe.
Oh.
Ooh.
I think Ridley's 1 from dead now. Maybe a couple more, yeah.
Yeah, good grab position, and MGA not playing around here, is just going to take a little bit of extra time. And actually really decent drops there from Ridley for cemo.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna help a little bit.
Oh, MGA almost gets that ball boost. Gets the nice unmorph unfreeze, or unmorph freeze.
Yeah, good Bubble Mountain lag reduction here, killing the waivers for MGA. Getting out. Not quite farming that Sova. cemo with a really, really clean Wasteland revisit there.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely saved time. MGA got a little hung up there, but MGA is going to be the first one up that upper Norfair Business Center elevator on the way to G4 at about 35:24.
Yeah, and unfortunately at this point, whether MGA wins or loses here, it's going to be because of what MGA does. Like, even a missed baby skip or something can't bring cemo back into this. So,
Yeah, I mean, we'll see
shy
when-
of like death or really horrendous Turian drops, I don't see many ways cemo can get back into this.
And cemo is, pushing.
Was
what's
that
there.
3 supers?
Yes, that was 3 supers.
Jeez.
Does have good power bombs. Has great supers. Has pretty rocky health, but you can make it work. Is going to get a big health here from this cack attack.
Mm-hmm. Nice ball boost.
And a big health from the Sova, so that's going to help. But, yeah, I mean, we see cemo over a minute behind here to exiting Business Center, so MGA would have to have an all-time bad Torian for cemo to get back in this one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like just the Meridia segment was just a little too costly for cemo. That said, anything can still happen.
Mm-hmm.
Mother Brain 2 is never free. It is about as free as she'll get, but never free.
Yeah, that's true. And it really is a shame because cemo gamed during that LN.
Oh yeah. I mean, you cut out the Meridia segment and stitch things together, and cemo might even have a lead, honestly. Like, I think that the time loss in Meridia was actually that severe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care if it's old route or new route. Meridia is where runs go to die.
Yep. Easy agree. I don't regard myself as having any sort of pace until I grab Space Jump. Like, because it doesn't matter, because the run can go so far south.
Mm-hmm.
But MGA into Metroid's rooms here, so we'll see what sort of drops MGA gets.
Oh, yeah, rough M1.
Yeah, drops were not amazing. Execution was also that, but does make it through just fine and should be in good shape. Although these super, oh my, this is. I think we're gonna see some room resets here.
MGA, please room reset.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, is this gamer not room resetting here? Oh my god, MGA.
Don't do it.
Okay, MGA.
So MGA is still in the lead here, but he has to missile the first red door and the I door, and then go missile refill.
Yeah, he's 20-7 is fine. We'll
Yeah,
see.
26 is the absolute minimum.
Yes. We'll see at least the Ghidorah die, and with this lead, if he's watching, I don't even mind, going and opening the door to Mother Brain 1 and just having that extra leeway so that a turret snipe isn't your undoing.
Yeah, laggy baby skip, but a baby skip nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, it will save time, and since he's going to have to go refill anyway, there are worse things. We'll see what MGA chooses to do. Probably feeling pretty good about that decision to go for 2010. And is going to just kill the Ghidorah and reset, so going to be a little tighter on ammo.
Yeah, Metroids aren't being great to cemo either.
No, was that just all health? Now, cemo 28 into M4, I think...
Yeah, now he's fine.
I mean, especially in cemo's situation, you just super in M4 and see what happens. No, he's going to use Necessary, and we're going to see 2010-5 out, so that's good.
MGA going for that down back zeb skip.
Yeah, a little hung up, but is through. Everything looks okay here. Oh, that turret tried, but MGA too strong.
And cemo, it's an absolute mad lad, goes for space jump baby skip. Unfortunately, doesn't make it this time. They do make it frighteningly high percent, though.
Yeah, that is another absurdly difficult strat.
So, 2 refill rooms this race. Different sides, though. Oh,
that was a bit of a feisty pattern there from Mother Brain 2.
Yeah, that is going to seal it away, though. cemo will also be going for down back zeb skip here. Very nice.
That was textbook right there. That was really, really clean. Movement really good to manipulate those Rankas. Got him cleaned up great, and yeah, cemo, no flaws there, or no major defects at least in that Mother Brain 1. See how Mother Brain 2 treats cemo here. A little bit less spicy with the ketchup there, a little more what you expect.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty docile Mother Brain. She had a couple rough onion ring patterns near the beginning. Yeah, solid fight there. Yeah, at this point, nothing MGA can really do to lose the run.
No, I mean, there are always things, but nothing reasonable.
Yeah,
you could put an hour and 5-minute runner in this situation and they would close it out. So someone of MGA's caliber, it's just not going to happen.
Barring power outage, meteor strike, chemtrails.
I don't even know if chemtrails could stop him. It'd be close. But yeah, I mean, really, not the run that either runner would have wanted coming into this, but still, room to room, very, very skillful display by both runners in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Still going to be a 45 here for MGA.
Yeah, this is
Mm-hmm.
still an excellent, excellent time. Among the best old route times.
Mm-hmm. Probably still going to beat my PB here.
And both runners absolutely are going to beat my PB. So, how's that make you feel, Glove?
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Hard game.
Yep. Both these gamers have put so much work into this game. They deserve the times that they're earning, and that's why they're here.
Mm-hmm. Let's see this parlor. Parlor went from my least favorite to my favorite room in the escape after I spent some time practicing it. Rough steam pattern there. Ideally, you want to be able to KO through the steam for a mock ball. Didn't work out this time, but MGA will finish with an official racetime.gg time of 45 minutes and 30 seconds. GG.
Yeah, GG to MGA. Really nice time.
Absolutely.
And now we get to watch cemo close it out here. Still going to be getting high 46, very low 47.
That should be like a mid 46.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I got myself confused, but yeah. If this is a 47, something went horribly wrong.
I've had runs at about this point that ended up losing that much time.
Sometimes Parlor does that, but that's...
when you run out of health to spark up the climb, you messed up.
Thankfully, that's not what we're dealing with here, and yeah, 46-42 on cemo's timer for cemo, but
yeah.
Do you have the official time?
The official time is a 46:49. Certainly, they were not right. Didn't have their finger right on the trigger for that one. So that 42 would be more accurate to their final time. Regardless, though, GG to both of these runners on a race really well run.
Yeah. And we are joined by the race winner here, MrGuyAverage. GG, MGA.
Hey, GG. Yeah.
That was a completed run of Super Metroid that we all just experienced with you. How are you feeling about that one?
Wow. I don't know. That was a terrible feeling race. That just felt bad. I mean, Turian, I'm not even so mad about because you kind of expect RNG to just screw you over sometimes, but I mean, I didn't even get a sub 450 bombs, which I haven't done in like a few months. And just from that first split alone, like that kind of set the tone for the rest of the race. And yeah, I don't feel too good about it, but I mean, I guess a win's a win.
Yeah, there's only so much upset you can have with a W in the result column, but yeah, I mean, like upper Norfair, there was a lot of spaghetti, and then it seemed like you settled in a little bit for Meridia and lower Norfair. It seemed like those went a little better.
A little bit, yeah. Dragon screwed me up as well, but lower Norfair was very clean for the most part, yeah. Almost gold, so yeah.
Oh, wow. That's excellent.
Just a second and a half off. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not too happy with the performance. In later rounds, I'm definitely losing, but I'll guess I just gotta keep improving.
Yeah, and looks like cemo has also joined us. GG, cemo.
Thanks,
Welcome.
Nickel. I had it up. I had the restream up on my phone, so I heard most of that, but my phone died like at the end, so I missed what you folks were saying there.
Um, you know, really just how skillfully you and MGA both did certain individual rooms of that run. That, despite the general badness of segments of it, and like obviously you'd want that Meridia back, but like settling in after experiencing a setback like that and then just bawling out like you did in Lower Norfair. I mean that takes a lot of mental fortitude, and so I think we focused a lot on that. Just really impressive stuff.
It's one of the segments I'm probably more comfortable with. Like, I have practiced it a lot between RBO and any percent.
Yeah, how about that YOLO jump?
Sick strat. Everyone should do it.
Very sick. Cemo, did you get it?
Yeah, an amphitheater. Yeah.
Oh, an amphitheater. Oh, shoot. Okay. Nice. Sick. Very sick.
Yeah, see, chat popped off hard at that at that amphitheater, Cemo.
That's
So you may have won the crowd favor today.
I didn't get plasma spark though. I missed
I missed
the
it,
bad
too.
ledge grab.
All right, I'll just forfeit. I'm done, so Cemo can have this win. He deserves it.
Well, on the on the topic of wins, with this MGA, you will be moving on to face Sloters. How are you feeling about that matchup?
I mean, after this race, I don't think there's a way I can win. It's GG for me, so I guess I'll see you guys in the lower bracket.
They do use cumulative time across all runs to decide the winner of subsequent runs, right? So the people who got that round one bye, never losing.
True. Makes sense.
There's absolutely no fresh start every run. So yeah, sorry, dude, you're screwed.
It's over, man. I mean, yeah. It'd be cool if Sloters went against did KPDR against me, which I think he might. Because we've raced KPDR a bunch in the past. If he does, then I might have a chance. If I play better, like I'm more on my game. But yeah, I don't really think I have a chance against most new route runners unless something really bad happens, like they die, which I guess it's possible, but at this level, I don't know if it's something you can rely on.
I mean, wouldn't Sloters be a coward if he didn't go old route against you?
I mean, yeah. Agreed.
Frankly, I think Sloters would be a coward if he didn't go RBO against you.
RBO race? Fog?
That's a type of any percent.
It's true.
And I was just looking at the bracket, Cemo. It looks like as this is match 4, the loser of this in the lower bracket will face the loser of match 13 with a set slate of Oats and Goats v. Bressingham. So how's it feel to know you're going to be facing Oats next?
It'll be really tough. It's going to be really distracting with his chat in my stream.
But that's going to be a good match, and Oats the favorite over Bressingham. No offense to Bress, but I think that'll be fun.
Yeah, it should be fun. I look forward to that.
Yeah, that's definitely a much better matchup, I think. Like any of the 45, 46 KPDR runners going up against each other, that's going to be a super sick match, no matter who's racing.
Yeah, I think assuming that it does hold and like Oats gets a chalk result, beats Bressingham, and Cemo and Bressingham have to race, I think that's going to be a monster race. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And the winner of that race is also guaranteed $30.
Yo.
Oh, gonna do my best.
Well, that's,
I need those $30.
big money. $30 can like buy you like a fast food meal now these days, or a
Yeah.
banana or something.
All right, if I win those $30, pizza's on me, guys. You're all invited.
Yes. But yeah, any closing comments from either of the runners?
Just GG, cemo. Thanks for the race, man. It's always fun, and
Yeah.
good luck in the lower bracket.
Thanks, GG. I was glad I got to race you, even though I knew, like, I would have rather done it against a new route runner because it would have had a better chance than someone who just destroys me in like the route with less variance. But I'm glad I got to race you and get to see how I stack up, like my movement and everything. And some of it sounds like I had decent movement, but I gotta be more consistent.
It was a really excellent race, and I think kind of looking at it screen for screen, there were a lot of really interesting comparisons to be made. So I hope you enjoy watching it back. And I know watching it as a commentator that there was a lot that was really fascinating about it. So it was a really great race.
Yeah, 100% agreed. And chat, if you enjoyed watching this race, be sure to go follow both of these runners. Go follow MrGuyAverage and go follow cemo. If you would be so kind, follow the broadcast team as well. I've been Glove, joined by Maniacal. Looks like the next silver bracket race will be at noon. That's going to be Telemorph versus Polar Bear Bunny. And the next gold bracket race will be at 3 p.m., both those times in Eastern. And that will be Omnigazer versus Sisrain. So be sure to follow SpeedGaming 1 through 5 if you want to see those. And from all of us here at SpeedGaming, we'll see you next mission.